I need to sort myself out a Go and Pro rather than be walking along holding a phone at a funny angle. For those of you who have guessed incorrectly, the answer is I'm heading towards Itchenor from West Wittering Beach. There's nobody about. It's an absolutely beautiful morning today, Saturday the 12th of November 2022. Let's get the sun in it, yes. Not that many people have guessed anyway. So as you can probably tell, I'm holding my phone in my right arm, which has got a walking stick hanging off it, so probably not the most comfortable way of doing things. There's a chap I follow on YouTube called Simon, a bloke in the woods. It must take him forever to get anywhere because he films himself walking past the camera, walking to the camera, walking from the camera, and each and every time he does that, he has to go and put the camera down, go past it, go back and pick it up again. And you sort of think, well, a bit of a sad, lonely life, really. And I'm talking to myself. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he is lonely. Maybe he does these things because he then feels that he's talking to somebody. Because we all do talk to ourselves, don't we? Ramble on about nonsense. If you're trying to fix something, you talk to it. Well, curse normally if it doesn't work. But what happens if somebody comes the other way? Not while you're fixing something, obviously that would be bizarre if you're under a cupboard and there's somebody in there, wouldn't it really? But what if somebody comes along this path now? Am I going to still be walking along, holding my arm out, talking? Well, do you know what? Somebody is coming along the path. So, do I continue to hold my arm out with my phone, talking to it? And you know, some of these people that do these vlogs, they use SLR cameras and hold them on little tripods. Now that would be quite heavy. One of them's called, just drain things. Can't think of his name. It'll come to me in a minute because I'm going to turn it off now because there are people coming. And I don't want to look like a complete noob. Where am I? What the hell is going on? I'm inside a tree. Actually, inside this oak tree here. I mean, look at that. I've been inside smaller fannies, to be fair. Right, I've just remembered I've got a son doing a media course, so I can send him all these videos and he can make them into something sensible for me. Look at that, that's absolutely fantastic. Bob on. So I stopped to talk to two separate couples that were walking in the opposite direction to me. I should have taken a picture. So from this side, you can't see that tree is hollow at all. Fascinating. Anyway, they were all very interested and excited to see inside the hollow tree and exclaimed, what a beautiful morning. Definitely posh, totty location, but yet to see any. Ah, now I know why those people had Wellington boots on. Puddle. Now the footpath, as you can see from that sign, branches off in three directions. The direction I just come from, to my right and straight on. Might have to get my map out. Oh, thank goodness for Google Maps on my phone, because we are now walking through, well, the sign says shipyard. I'd call this a boatyard myself. If you're following this walk on your Ordnance Survey maps, you know where I am. Look, this building's fantastic. Look at that. You see it with the sun behind, probably not very well. Some nice little boats. And then you've got this sort of half timbered building. And there's people sat having tea outside the quarterdeck cafe, which is quite a nice walk through. I'm in trees now, so we've had a bit of everything. Shoes wise, I mean, I'm wearing just trail shoes and I've had to lean over some muddy bits, but I haven't got wet feet. People have gone by in Wellingtons. You never really understand people walking in Wellingtons. They aren't comfy, I would imagine. Decent pair of walking boots and gaiters and you're sorted. But I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen so many overdressed people out on a walk on a November morning when it's 18 degrees centigrade. You think I looked at something on my phone then telling me it was 18 degrees, didn't you? It's not working while the camera's on. But instead of heading towards it's East Itchener going towards, sort of north up the side of Christchurch Harbour, I suppose. I have seen a church. Now, where there's a church, look, there's normally a pub. Here we are, this is a look at the mud. So, a bit squelchy in places. Right, pop you back away, because there's a young girl walking behind me who probably thinks I'm a bit of a loon. These boats, can you see that? You've whited out, haven't you? See if we can catch up. There we go. Ray's sailing somewhere. Where's he going today? He's going to Bembridge. There's a wee little church here. St Nicholas Church. Through the Lynch Gate. Look at that. That's really twee, isn't it? Well, on the outside. What a beautiful building. How very peaceful and very calm. I've always loved a bit of stained glass. Tomorrow, of course, is Remembrance Sunday. Yesterday being Armistice Day. What fascinates me about buildings like this is the whole thing, the architecture and the structure. But how utterly lovely to see a church with pews, stone floor. I would call this a proper church. So there we go. St Nicholas Church, Itchenor, or East Itchenor. How very nice. Back out into the sunshine. Fantastic what you can find Don't have to have a particular agenda on a day out. This lynch gate is amazing. Let's just get a bit of this. Well, it's about an hour later, and the last 3 miles or so, I should have done some videos in Itchener because it was quite nice before the church. Should have done some videos. Anyway, the church lane ran onto a road and it said West Wittering, turn right, and I did. I should have just crossed straight over, but that would have brought me out on a would have taken me to East Wittering, and then I'd had to have walked along the front all the way back to West Wittering. But anyway, I turned right to where it said West Wittering and walked down the side of a quite busy B road. I only had to leap out of the road once because there was a bus coming, and I could hear cars coming from behind me, so rather than make the bus stop, I jumped into a bush. So, you won't believe this, I walked past 2 pubs. The first one was the Ship in Itchener, because it's 11:45, and I thought if I have a beer at 11:45, it's probably the first out of the pipe, and I'd have to find a bush on the way back, so I didn't stop there. Anyway, walked down the side of this main road all the way through back to West Wittering. The butcher's was open, but I haven't got a bag, so I didn't get any steaks or sausages. And now I fancy sausages for my lunch. So it's going to be an omelette. A little grocery shop, but not much else in West Wittering there. And as I turned off the little B road onto the road to come down to the car park, I noticed another pub, and I didn't go in there. Mainly because I'm really thirsty, so I need some water beforehand. And B, I'm on an economy drive. And also, C, I wanted to get back to Lady Celia, who's probably still fast asleep in the van and has no recollection that I've been gone for 3 hours. Anyway, I've got about 10 minutes or so walk. See you later. $500.